Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Or if you are new here, then welcome. We are incredibly happy to have you here. So, today's message is coming from Medusa. And the moment I felt her presence and I understood that she wants to come through with a message, I decided to learn a bit about her. And this is what I found. I think we know the general myth and the story surrounding her, how her life changed after an encounter with Poseidon in Athena's temple. And she was punished by goddess Athena. She was cursed with snakes for hair and a gaze that could turn anyone to stone. What I did not know, however, was she rules over turning past pain into personal power, facing your inner monsters, embracing the role of the outsider, transforming rage into fuel for change, guarding your energy, clearing away what holds you back, tapping into ancient protection forces. She is a sea spirit, a water spirit. Water is important for her. Her symbols are obviously snake, but also mirrors, stones. The snake symbolizes transformation, something that she very much stands for, the shedding of the old skin. Also, snakes symbolize the Kundalini awakening, our lower two chakras as well. She is the dark feminine archetype like Lilith or Hecate. She resides in the underworlds, right? In the subconscious. She has the ability to help you delve into your unconscious, your subconscious, and drag things out of there that is keeping you, stopping you from moving forward. So the underworld, the dark feminine archetypes, they are not completely or fully understood for who they are and being misunderstood. I don't want to say a part of but being misunderstood has been a part of what the dark feminine is. And being misunderstood is also a part of how witches have been seen till now, right? So all of that sort of ties into and ties in, but also because of the persecution that they have faced, be it the witches, the dark feminine archetypes, and they can help us when we are struggling with these things in our life. When she started coming through, I saw just her head and obviously the snakes on her head, but she was a statue. She was the stone statue that in her myth she turns people into. She was that statue. It felt like she has been dormant for ages and now she is waking up. Like I saw the snakes on her head starting to move. She's like opening her eyes slowly. And the first message that I got with her was like she is so ready for the old to go away. She's so ready for change. She is coming through right now to usher in that new age of change. And this change, total annihilation of the past in a way that it is required. I know the total annihilation of the past seems scary to hear, but in a way that it is required, that she wants to help with that both on an individual and personal level to those who agree to work with her, but also on a societal and global scale as well. And she's ready for the new. She's like, yeah, there are myths and we still hark on those myths, we still borrow from those myths, and the stories that have been told till now, we sort of recycle them with different interpretations. But she is the harbinger, how do you say it? um the usherer, let's go with that, of new. She's ready for new stories, new art, new cycle, everything new, which is very significant. And her being a dark feminine archetype, a representative or somebody who works with transformation and alchemizing pain into power, all of that is very significant at this juncture in time. And this is my second time recording this because I wasn't satisfied with the way I was recording in the last one. But what she inspired me to talk about is this. something that I've been feeling for the last 6 months, but I got a very different perspective on it, and things were sort of confirmed to me last night with a video on YouTube. It was a video on Hindu astrology, and it was talking about how we are slowly coming to the end of the Kali Yuga. In Hindu tradition, now Hindu tradition, Vedic tradition, are they the one or the same or they're different? I am not sure. So take that knowledge from me with a grain of salt. Also take the time periods that are given. When we talk about Hindu ancient knowledge, all the learned people in that area, they don't usually agree on almost anything and everything. So honestly, take all of that with a grain of salt is what I would suggest. But in this particular video, and the information that I got from this video uh, corresponded with the kind of downloads that I have been getting for the last 6 months, and the kind of videos that my YouTube feed, I say, is very synchronistic. I get what I need to know at the right time. So the information on the video synchronizes with all the information that I have been getting online and through my own channelings for the last 6 months. And that is that the earth is on an ascension journey. Mother Gaia is on an ascension journey. And if you're a light worker, or if you know, like the last 6 months of 2024 for different people in different ways have been like, oh my, what the hell is happening sort of a situation, right? And it was the beginning of a huge shift, a huge change. A lot has happened. Basically, she wants me to talk about this. In Hindu tradition, it is believed that time runs in a cyclical manner. We start from Satya Yuga, so they're divided into different yugs and or time periods, eras, and each has its own characteristic. If you are an Indian watching this, you would already know this. Like, I wasn't religious growing up, but even I knew that we are in Kali Yuga and what is that supposed to mean and everything. So anyway, if for those who don't know, we start from Satya Yuga. Satya means truth in Hindi. So it's like a golden age. Then we have, I think we have Dwapar Yuga next, and then Treta Yuga, and lastly we have Kali Yuga. I'm confused. It could also be Treta Dwapar, but I think it's Dwapar and then Treta. From Kali Yuga, because it's a cyclical sort of turn of time, we go back to Treta Yuga, then Dwapar, and then again Satya Yuga. And so the time goes. This reminds me of this fantasy novel, The Wheel of Time. The person in the video, I'll try to link the video in the description, was talking about how we are so the Kali Yuga is the least evolved of all ages. It's like the most descent. So from Kali Yuga to Satya Yuga, it's an ascension. From Satya Yuga to Kali Yuga, it's a descending curve, and everything. It is said that technology, spirituality, growth, development, everything descends, and there's more greed, there is more injustice, sin, more less righteousness, less honor, less morality. In like the least of all happens in the Kali Yuga, and that we can attest to in a way, I think. But the person astrologically was saying that we are entering the end of Kali Yuga, and between Kali Yuga and Treta Yuga, there is a transition period. Now, this transition period, according to this person, lasts about 1200 years. And we are entering into that transition period. And transition periods are incredibly rocky periods. And if it is supposed to last for 1200 years, then but we'll see both the good and the bad. Transition means both the energies of the Kali Yuga and the Treta Yuga, from what I understand, would be there in during this period. Like, we'll be ascending from the Kali Yuga to the Treta Yuga. And I opened this YouTube channel. I don't know what my initial idea was. I was like, I'll just let spirit come through with whatever messages they want me to. And then I started channeling deities, which I never thought I would do. I did not do this before I started my YouTube channel. And since then, I have been channeling a lot of deities. So I'm like, they're coming in with these sort of messages of transformation, of personal power. They're coming in with messages. They're making their presence felt Because the change is afoot, is what I'm hearing. Very Sherlock. Um, Different time periods require different sort of energies. Right now, the energies that are emerging so as to help individuals who have been tasked with bringing change on this planet and help us the ascension process. The feeling that I have been getting is she wants to work with those individuals who call upon her. She's ready to work with individuals who call upon her. And you now know, or if you further research, you would know what she can help you with. I don't know why, but since the last night and even right now, I'm getting this feeling that she will also come to those who work in the arts. Like she wants newness in the art sector. She's like, things have been recycled long enough. There's a need for newness when it comes to art, and she is excited for that. Like she really, really wants to come forward and help the artists, other people, especially like feminine energy. I have been getting this nudge to talk about feminine rage, but I don't know what. Okay. Historically, woman, womanhood, motherhood have been portrayed in a certain light. She is the nurturer, she is the soft, feminine support. She is the one that holds everything together no matter what she is going through. In Indian uh, aspect, Bharat Mata, like this, what is coming to my mind a lot, Bharat Mata, this whole country, when it came to saving the country, when it came to fighting for our independence, the country was turned into a Mother India. And you're fighting to save the mother. She was worshipped. Now, the mother, needs to be emancipated. So, through this glorification, through of motherhood in different ways, through portraying women as pure, the virgin woman, and the desire for a virgin woman, and so all of these ways in which womanhood has been portrayed, what Medusa is saying is it takes away from us. So when those archetypes were created, right now we try to fit into those archetypes because we do not have any other template, is what she's saying. Now, I know we have worked a lot on becoming our own person and authentic self away from these sort of archetypes. However, these are the major, the remnants of those energies are still very much here, is what she's saying. And what these archetypes, they do, they take away from a woman her agency to be complex. It takes away from her woman her agency, first of all, but it also takes away from the woman her agency to be complex, to be messy, to scream, to dance in abandonment. Medusa was also persecuted, and women historically have also been persecuted, and the rage, the pain, the trauma, all of it, it's passed down from one generation to the other. You and I, we are holding a lot of trauma that is holding us back, that are not our own. They come from our grandmothers, our great-grandmothers, our aunts, and our mothers. She's saying there are individuals around the planet who feel misunderstood. And she understands that. She understands the feeling of being the outsider, of being feared, of being misunderstood. The feminine rage is, the way she's depicting it to me right now, is that initial outburst. The first outburst, you have been suppressed. You have suppressed yourself, your authenticity, your emotions, the trauma that is your own and that has been passed down from you. And you finally, for the first time, burst. That is the epitome of female rage, she's saying. That which flows after that outburst. is the female rage, is what she's saying. And she is there with you to help you through that process, to help you through that transition. Do not you dare, she's coming through. Do not you dare circumvent this process. You cannot and you should not bypass this. Who you are becoming, your ancestors have prayed for that version. Your ancestors have prayed for that moment. Your ancestors have prayed for you to be born and experience what you are experiencing and become who you are becoming through this rage, through this pain. You are a lot of prayers answered. A lot. That may not feel like it, but you are. The way she guides is, I'm saying she teaches. I'm not really channeling as I normally do, but I am looking for information on the internet. She's making me go to certain sites and look for what is significant, and then I'm interpreting it in my own way. Like, I'm a literature student. I'm finished with that. But so interpreting something, reading between the lines, quickly picking up on what this text actually is about, I have been trained to do that. And she is using that ability of mine to get this message to you. I think that is how she works with individuals as well. She will know you, understand you, and use their abilities in a way. She will empower you. You will feel empowered in her presence. She encourages whoever wants to work with her to cover their head at least when they are directly communicating with her or working with her, to cover your head like with a scarf or something. I really like her presence, and that's what I'm being guided to share her presence whenever, especially since I have been channeling deities. There's a sense of reverence, a sense of bhakti, reverence, yeah. Whenever I channel those energies with her, there's that reverence. Yes, but there's a reverence from my side, but the way she comes forward is like, hi, hey, I'm here. In a very, the word humanizing was very coming to mind. So, yes. She really loves studying knowledge, studying, teaching, guiding. These are very much her things. If you are particularly if you're into studying art or humanities subjects, social sciences, she says it will be helpful for me to make you understand certain things if you study these things. That's what she's saying. Making connections about, say how a minority group is being persecuted, or where does that stem from and how do they push back and fight back. If you study these things, she'll be able to draw from all of that. That's how she teaches. She'll be able to draw from all of that and then present it to you and your own experience and how you can relate to that. And so what do you do with it? But I'm also seeing the experience that, the experience that you all are having will naturally want you to be change makers in some way. So studying these things beforehand will be helpful to begin with. Because this experience, this pain, which you're alchemizing, or in a way, for somebody who works with my ancestors, I know when you're alchemizing this sort of generational trauma and pain, you're already helping your ancestors and your lineage. So you're already a superstar. But also they're saying this pain is not, she is saying that this pain is not for no reason. This is prepping you as your role for an agent of societal change, something that she came through earlier on, saying that she's ready for that change on a global, on a societal level as well. So it begins at the individual level, but she can then help you bring those change on a societal level as well. And she's saying, she did ask you to wear a scarf over your head, cover your head in some way, but make it fun. She's saying, make it fun, make it extravagant, your headscarf. I was seeing a turban, somebody wearing a turban, but they're wearing sort of a jewelry, a tika, a very intricate, very gorgeous tika on their turban. So, yeah, she's like, be extravagant about it. Yeah. So I think that is it. That is all the messages that she has for right now. I'm sure she'll be back. I would love to channel her energy and I would love to channel her messages again. And I honestly, if I were working with her, I would be very, very excited. So, yes, let me know your experiences and I will see you in my next one. Thank you for tuning in. And I'm sending you love and light as always.